What up, all gamers out there? The name's Tech and Heat, and for the past couple of days, I have been in multiple arguments with many, other YouTubers about the big patch on the snipers. And one of the main, you know, argumental points people like to point out is realism. And that's one of the things that really ticks me off. Because realism. Well, first of all, this is a video game. Okay, this isn't reality. So, talking about how quickscoping isn't realism, like they don't even see like how everything else in this game isn't even real. Like realism means like the falling damage will be increased to like hell. The your freaking reload speed would be increased to hell. Your walking, running, and all that stuff decreased to hell. And some realities like guns will kill a whole lot faster, which people had a big problem with in Modern Warfare 3. So that's actually realism. All they're like there's so much. Oh, also in like the way how these guns work, like they're not always used this easily. Okay, not everyone can hit their first couple shots right away. No, some people have to be like using a lot of bullets to finally get their shot on, because these guns aren't as accurate as video games like to make them. So that's what this topic is going to be on. It's going to be on realism compared to video games. And one of the things that also ticks me off, going back to realism, is a lot of people are saying how, like I just said, quickscoping isn't real. Okay, you cannot quickscope in reality. So basically what you're saying is, instead of having people quickscope, you want people to camp out in the back and just snipe you from the longest distance ever and not move. Whenever people do that, you all like to complain your butts off, calling us noobs, campers, no skill. Every time, like a lot of times when like the game ends and I get like a final kill cam, and it's like a semi hard scope, like not a quick scope, but like a tad bit longer than an actual quick scope. Everyone's just like, "Oh, you hard scoping noob, hard scope, hard scope, hard scope." But if you want realism, that's how it's gonna be. It's gonna basically be like hard scoping. So I never fully understood that. Basically, it's like snipers just can't win, and that annoys me. It's like either you want the realism or you don't want the realism, or just straight up just don't want sniping. Period. And it still just annoys me. And one other thing I want to point out is, or I want to talk about, is all these death threats that Von Hart's getting. Like, is it necessary to be mad at Von Hart for what he did? Of course it is, because he's been doing this, at least from what I've seen, since Black Ops 1. He's always been trying to, kill the quickscoping community. But to the point of sending him death threats, that's not right at all. Like, no one deserves to die, especially over something as simple as a video game. That's the only thing I will actually agree on with people at the moment is, yes, we are mad at what Von Hart did, But to the point of sending him death threats, it's like, really, come on, that's not cool. That's not cool one bit. I think I gotta drink some water real quick. Oh, my throat's dry. Hate that. So yeah, the death threats is just unnecessary. Now back to the realism and how, and bringing that in with sniping as well, is if you want real sniping, then you want people camping in the back, hard scoping you, basically the things that that the community just hates. But now, one of the reasons why we also do not do that is simple. Look at all these maps, especially this map that I'm playing right here, Grind. By the way, this is a pre-patch gameplay that I got. I got this, I think, like 2-3 days before the patch hit. So yeah. Anyways, like I was saying with Grind, you look at how this map is being made. What do you see here? Close quarters to like the highest extent. Now, what am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say here is the way how this map is made is basically how a lot of other maps in Call of Duty's history are being made. They're being made close quarters, which makes it very difficult to, I guess you can say, legitly snipe. So, like, that's another problem I have with this patch, is that how do you expect, like, snipers are already at a disadvantage, especially at bolt action snipers are at a disadvantage already. One of the big ones is that being close quarters, it's hard enough to, well, I wouldn't say it's hard enough, but it's sometimes hard to beat people, like, when you're sniping close quarters, because your aiming speed is probably equal to like 2-3 bullets of a regular gun, and they can just hip fire and still hit you. So by the time you're aimed in, you're mostly already taking like 1-2 bullets of damage. So that's hard enough. So that's why we have to quickscope. That's why quickscoping is like a very big thing. Because hard scoping and stuff, that's almost impossible in these kind of maps. So talking about realism, if you want to bring realism into this game, that's very hard to do. Just because of the kind of game this is. Like, this wasn't made like Battlefield is, how it's just like freaking city length maps. This game just wasn't made to be like that. It was made to be run and gun, close quarters, constantly in a battle. That's what this game is. So realism and sniping is impossible in this game. So please do not bring it up how it's not real, so it shouldn't even be in the game, because then that basically means that that sniping is impossible, and that is an amazing Hellstorm kill. I love that. I think that was a 4, maybe a 5-man. That was dirty. Before the gameplay ends, just getting out of the whole sniping realism thing, one thing I want to bring up is, like, with red gun realism. Like I said earlier on, if you want a realism, like, one of the things is you're going to be seeing, like, a lot of these, like, guns you'll notice that some of these guns may kill slowly. Like it takes four or five bullets to get your kill. In reality, you'll see people die with just one shot by a pistol. Like get one shot by a pistol, like they're gonna die. So if you want realism in a game, then you're gonna be having quick kills, and also with shotguns. For those of you guys that do not know, shotguns are actually long range weapons. Not long, but about like 3 times longer than we're having in video games. So like that's unrealistic, and that can be very annoying. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be annoyed if shotguns were actually real in this game. And another thing is, like, for those guys that do not know, Only Use Me Blade, his channel is just based on knifing only. If this game were to be real, well, realistic like, then Only Use Me Blade couldn't be Only Use Me Blade because he would have been dead a long time ago. Like seriously, I hate how you'll be spraying the crap out of people with your gun, and just boom, one swipe, you're dead. What I hate about that is not all not all knives can be like an insta kill, and if it is the insta kill, then that would mean you'd have to stab the dude in deeply, and then you gotta like pull out the knife, and that's gonna take you a long time. If they did that, then Only Using Blade wouldn't be knifing, because like that's a freaking pain in the butt, like knifing isn't already. But yeah, I'm just want to have a quick commentary on that talking about realism in video games is the reason why it's called a video game, because it's not supposed to be real unless it was well, because like some games like Battlefield, they try to go for that realistic thing, but it will never be realistic. So you really have to come up with a different argument than quickscoping isn't real, so it shouldn't be in a video game, because that's just bull. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and until next time, this has been your boy Taking Heat, and I'm out. Peace. Oh, also one more thing. I'll be putting a link in the description that will link you to my very first Call of Duty montage. I was very proud of it. And I just want you guys to, check it out. So yeah. Also, um, as far as what's gonna be happening in the future with Call of Duty for me and my channel, I think, well, I don't know. Am I gonna be posting a more? Am I still gonna be posting a Black Ops 2 gameplay? Yes, just probably not snipers that much. So as far as Modern Warfare 3, if I could get a good connection.